Creating dashboards is one of the absolute best use cases for AI because it's just so good at it. And just this week, the best way to create stunning dashboards just changed forever. The biggest constraint isn't AI itself, it's normally the human just prompting it horribly and giving it horrible context. Just uploading some data files and saying make me a dashboard, that's not going to get you good results, and it will most likely look like boring AI slop. Now, don't get me wrong, it might still be impressive for you if it's your first time using it because AI is just so good at it. But for anyone who has used AI for a while, they could easily tell that this is some super basic and bad AI results. But let me show you the absolute best way to create dashboards for any use case such as finance, data analysis, etc. so that you can impress your board, your team, or your clients. So like I said, the absolute best way to make dashboards just changed forever this week for two reasons. Obviously, we will be using Claude because Claude is the best AI right now, and it just got better this week by releasing Opus 4.7, which is considerably better than their previous best model, Opus 4.6. So this is at the moment the best model on the market, and they just released Claude Design, which allows you to easily make prototypes, slides, and one-pagers by talking to Claude. It's a separate page from their normal Claude chat. You need to go to claude.ai/design, and I'll show you exactly how to use it. But just for reference, this was some of the dashboards that I was making with Opus 4.6 just a couple of weeks ago. It's honestly a decent, fairly basic dashboard. You have drop-downs for specific months and categories, etc. It's all interactive. But this is what Opus 4.7 made with the exact same prompt. So with the same prompt I used for this dashboard, it made this, which in my opinion looks a lot cooler and more professional. It has all the charts, still interactive, just way more details and a lot nicer to look at. But again, this was just using the normal chart. Now let me show you what you can do by using the new Claude Design tool. This release and this feature went mega viral on Twitter for good reason because of how powerful it is. It basically kills other design tools like Figma, like Canva, even Lovable, because this is so good at making prototypes for websites as well. So let me show you exactly what I just made using Claude Design, and afterwards I'll give you some important tips for how you should use this yourself. So for this example, I just wrote here in the Claude Design chat that I have attached 3 data files for an e-com client and a brand style guide for the brand. I want you to analyze and break down the data and make a full revenue dashboard to impress the board with advanced and useful graphs and charts. Let's make 5 to 3 different styles and versions first as first drafts, and then I'll decide which one to use. Follow the style guide briefly, but it doesn't have to be very strictly followed. Ask me if you have any other questions. So there are a few important things in this prompt. It's still fairly basic. You can definitely make even better prompts or do meta prompting by basically letting Claude know your goals and it will make the best prompt for you. That's what I normally do. But Claude Design is incredible at making first drafts and prototypes. So I basically told it to make 3 to 5 different styles or versions as the first draft, and then I can choose which one I like the most. I then also attached a brand style guide, which I basically always do when I want to design anything. As you saw with these designs right here, this was following this brand style guide. Apex Athletics is just a made-up brand that I made to basically have fun with some of these dashboards. This is the brand style guide I attached. As you can tell, it's kind of like low-key, earthy colors. Here you have the primary colors, secondary and accent colors. You then have typography right here. You have some of the chart styles down here. By looking at this dashboard, you can very much tell that it follows that brand style guide and actually fits the vibe and feeling of that brand. And then I also made a second version with more aggressive colors and more sporty colors with black, yellow, and white. So this is what that looks like. You have the dark foundation and the signature accent right here, typography, as well as the dashboard design, and it kind of made this dashboard. This was an old dashboard with Opus 4.6, but this was just an example of how good AI is at actually following brand style guides. So that's what I always like to do first. But that's basically everything I told Claude Design to do, and it then went ahead and asked me a lot of relevant questions. It's super easy. I could just click on the answers in the chat. So it asked me about the visual style, the key metrics I wanted to include, what kind of charts I wanted, time range, interactivity, theme mode, and delivery format. So I answered those questions and it went ahead and built 4 different dashboards: a boardroom minimal one, an executive command one, dark performance, and editorial/magazine one. It super easily stores all of these files right here in the middle, and you can easily preview them and open them up. So this is what the first boardroom minimal one looked like. As you can see, it looks like a really nice dashboard. November 25 led with 80K in revenue. You then have channel mix and customer composition, product and geography. You have a lot of other charts. You then also have a product page, customers, and operations. But since this is just a first draft to basically get the style down, it didn't build the full backend, so I can't click onto these now, but I did that later on after I selected which dashboard I wanted to use. It then made the executive command one, so you can see that this is a lot more detailed, a lot more data in here, but you have all of the key data, all of the key charts. Everything is interactive. Here you have by day. You can go into every single day and see the revenue. And then you have a sidebar with segments, geography, products, inventory, financials, campaigns, and customers. Plus you have these drop-down menus, so you can see only gross profits, orders. You can see only channels, for example, only on the website, only on Amazon data or TikTok shop data. Plus you can see any specific period, Q4, Q1, latest month, etc. So this looks really good. It then made the dark performance one, which I also like a lot. This looks super cool, but it's obviously a very different vibe while still following the brand style guide, because it's still the same earthy, dark brown colors. So it's still very accurate to that specific brand. You still have the drop-down menus right here. You can easily see data from every single country, like Australia, United States right here. And last but not least, it made the editorial/magazine one. So you can see that this looks a lot more like a magazine. It kind of tells more of a story. 6 months, 3,000 orders. You have the period revenue right here, the main charts. So obviously this is a different vibe that you can use at a different time depending on who you are presenting this data to. All of these dashboards honestly look amazing, and another great thing with Claude Design is that it makes it so easy to make any sort of changes. You can obviously talk to it in the chat on the left side, but then you have all of these options in the top right as well. You can make any tweaks, so just tell it what to change up here and it will change it in this dashboard. You can also leave comments. If you click on edit, you can edit the background colors, the font, the base size, and you can also click on draw. For example, one thing I noticed in this dark performance dashboard is that this number in this donut chart was a bit too dark and it's not really visible. So I would want to change this text color to white. What you could then do is just click on draw, just do a circle around it, and you can, for example, just write change this text color to white. If you then click send, that will get sent in the chat. But unfortunately, as you can see right here, I recently hit my usage limit. So I will tell you how to avoid that very soon. But essentially, Claude Design has a separate usage limit from the normal Claude. So this doesn't actually use your normal credits, but you can easily max out the Claude Design credits. What I basically said is I wanted to choose V2, the executive command dashboard, and I wanted to build that out fully. That's basically the prototype I wanted to continue with. So I just told Claude on the left side that I wanted to continue working on the V2 executive command center. Please build it out fully with all of the data for these left sidebars, etc. And it started doing that when I hit my usage limit. And that's essentially when I learned this lesson. The lesson I learned is that the Claude Design credits run out very quickly. It's a super powerful tool, but it uses a lot of design credits, and I think they very much limit the credits for Claude Design because it's a new feature and it's kind of still in research preview and a prototype feature from Claude. So I think they kind of don't give the full amount of credits to each person yet, but that will probably improve over time. But as you can tell, this is incredible at making first drafts, but after getting these first drafts, you don't actually want to continue building it out here in Claude Design because it uses too many credits. If you click on this share button in the top corner, you can duplicate the project, you can download project as a zip file, export as PDF, PowerPoint, send to Canva if you want to continue to design it there, export as standalone HTML, or you can hand off to Claude Code. So once I hit this limit, I just went here, I clicked on hand off to Claude Code. It gives me the exact command to run. I just copied this command, I went into my Claude Code and I just pasted it in here and continued to build the full dashboard in Claude Code. And then it built out this full revenue command center. So I made a few changes, but this is also the first draft from Claude Code, so I could easily make any changes I wanted to, but everything now works. So you have financials, you have commerce, you have marketing right here, you also have segments, geography, you have a products tab right here, you have inventory, financials, specific campaigns. So you can see that email has the highest ROAS, then Google, then influencers, and you have a customer tab right here. So this is, as you can tell, a super advanced and really professional looking dashboard that I made in essentially 15-20 minutes, because this was just to show you the power of it. Now imagine if you spent a few hours going back and forth with Claude Design as well as Claude Code to perfect every single thing. This would easily look better than what the top consultants in the world would be able to make themselves. I absolutely love the look of this dashboard. Again, you have the drop-down menus here too. You can see that everything works, everything is interactive. You can look at specific periods again, and it compares it to the previous period. So Claude Design combined with Claude Code in Opus 4.7 is by far the absolute best way to make these advanced dashboards right now. But like I showed you, just be careful of the Claude Design usage limits. Just use it to make the first drafts and the prototypes for whatever you want to build, and then just click on share and hand it off to Claude Code to actually build the entire backend or to make small changes. Now, if you have any questions at all about this, do let me know down below in the comments section, or you can contact me or my business partner Andrew on LinkedIn, or links are down below. And this is also the exact type of thing that we share in our AI Impact School community. We have a full Claude Code course and mini courses on all of these new features and tools that come out in the AI space. We do weekly calls to help you with whatever you're building or working on. We also give you full starter repos with 500 plus pre-built agents, skills, and workflows. And we're keeping it at $49 a month for the first 50 members. So you can also check that out down below. Now, if you got any value from this video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And with that said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.